In blackest day, in brightest night, beware your fear come to light. And there's some more to that oath, but I forgot. Welcome to Centauri Stir Fry. Hope you guys are being excellent to each other out there. Today we're dusting off the Sideshow Collectibles premium format statue of Sinestro. Ooh, he has a great ability to instill fear in others, kind of like the media right now. So I thought it was an appropriate time to dust off this old cool villain and just take another look at him and put the construct on and just share him with you. I think he's a great statue and it's a great villain. And this comes from a time when DC was really killing it with their big crossovers and everything, and Jeff Johns led the way, and that really got me hooked. Here's just an example. This is Green Lantern number 25. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's great. But it's also the first appearance of Atrocitus, Larfreeze, and all those dudes when they kind of like the emotional power spectrum kind of splits up. It was a really cool moment in DC Comics because it led into like Blackest Night after that, then Brightest Day, goes on and on and on. And it really made current comic shopping a joy. Kind of, it's a little different than it is today. It used to be fun during the summertime to hit these events and just have a blast. It was great. It really amped me up. Jeff Johns, Ivan Reis, and comics artist Pro Secrets guy, Ethan Van Sciver, were killing it back then, doing great stuff. And I actually had a pleasure of meeting Ethan Van Sciver, Hell Caesar, at Comic-Con. It was great meeting that guy. It was really cool. He did me a little Flash sketch is what I asked for, because at the time I think Flash Rebirth was going on. And boy, when I got home, I kicked myself in the ass for that. I was like, what the hell? Every time I get like a sketch from somebody at a con, my brain freezes. I'm like, can you do this character you probably don't want to do? It's like, come on, I should have got Sinestro. Anyway, it's a great looking piece. It's a great character. It's a villain that doesn't get enough attention, even though he does pop up in Green Lantern like every 3 months or whatever. But DC Universe is pretty much Joker and Deathstroke all the freaking time. And Luthor, which is great. Luthor's number one. But second is Sinestro. This guy is uber powerful and just, man, the guy's got a stash. So there you go. That's all you need to know. Nothing's more scary than a well-trimmed mustache. Anyway, let's dust this thing off and take a look at him. Here's the Sideshow Collectibles Sinestro premium format next to the Batman Blackest Night Batman Pop. Freaking sweet piece. I think this came out like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. It's been a long time. My wife hates it, which makes me like it even more. Here's the base. Has a strange translucent yellow. Definitely feels like, okay, originally when they had this thing planned, they were going to release it. It was definitely going to be lit up like the original Green Lantern. And they just said, nah, we'll just make it translucent. It does work though. You can put a light behind it and it does look really good. Down below, it's got like an orange, darker feel to it. And as it comes up and all these points, it almost has like a milky, like a spoiled milk kind of smelly little vibe. It almost stinks, but it's definitely fragile. Feels like it's too small for his height almost as well, because this guy's really tall. When you put the construct on top of it, he's even taller. He's like as tall as Galactus, but then you have like this really tiny footprint. It's just like, what? I know there were some heavy duty leaning issues with the statue that I've seen all over like the webs, the interwebs, and maybe it's just different conditions around the globe or whatever, or across the flat earth plane, depending on what your belief system is, but I have no problem. So oh man, you gotta love the flat earth jokes. Or maybe you don't, I don't care. I love the whole design of the Sinestro core, but I really dig the yellow that's chosen here because it's like a mustard, but you've got different subtle highlights. It's pretty cool. And it almost looks like it has like a glaze upon it, which is kind of cool. Very cool attitude with this piece. I really dig it. The paint of the purple skin is just amazing. And he's got a nice butt too. You know it's true. Come on. His confidence pose. He's like the kind of guy that's gonna like kidnap your girlfriend, put her on like a railroad track, and just giggle about it and wait for the train to like split her in half. His collar is popped. He's like the father of that douchebag and like of the fraternity. He's like the dad. He's like, oh, don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me. I paid for your grades. Look at this guy. He's got a nice pencil stash. His eyebrows are just lifted up in disgust. Look at that. The purple, like all kinds of deep cuts in there. He's got like, not cuts, physical cuts, but just like the wrinkles. There's like a very pronounced, aged, worn face of experience and disappointment. And those eyes. But one of the stars of the show though, I have to admit, one of the best parts, besides this very cool paint job, is the fade. Come on, look at the fade. Man, look at that. Look at that, it's a professional barber hit that. I wonder if he can do that himself or he actually goes to like some kind of barber in sector 4445. Very cool statue. And I think one of the only statues of Sinestro that are like this big, 1/4 scale, I think. There could be more. Who knows? I'm pretty slow about putting videos out, so who knows? Okay, here's the yellow saw blade construct. Look at this thing. It's crazy. I can cover my bat symbol. Oh. It's obscene. Like, what was the deal? What was the plan at Sideshow? The guy comes up there and he's like, okay, my next project is going to be this. Hear me out, fellas. I want to make a 1/4 scale Sinestro, but I want him to be 35 inches tall. Who's down? You guys ready for this? And they're like, yes. Bravo. Let's get some mochachinos. and smoke pot. Something. I don't know what they do over there. But they're crazy. They had to be on drugs to think of this. It's a great concept. It's amazing, but they were definitely high, and it's definitely hard to display. I like to put everything sort of kind of get in order, you know. I try my best, but really the only way to display him is like next to Galactus. He's that freaking tall. But I love this piece. I think it's awesome. I think it's classy. It's definitely an odd one. And it's one for the history books, if you ask me. I just think it's so silly. God love him. God love Sinestro and that mustache twirling villain. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it. Remember, spay neuter your pets and fear is the mind killer. We'll see you next time.